Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. This is your daily tarot reading for the 17th of March, 2023. We're going to be using the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck for today. So let's see what energy you guys will be working with. Alright, hopefully that's mostly in a straight line. And sadly, I think I have a little bit of a glare, so pardon me, I'm going to shut one of my lights off. There we go. Maybe you guys can see the cards better. There's a lot of gilding on this deck. Alright, we have the Chariot, the Devil, the Three of Pentacles, the Emperor in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups in reverse, the Empress, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, Page of Wands, the Two of Wands in the reverse, and the King of Cups. Interesting enough, we have two sevens, we have two kings, and we have a match set. We have the Empress and the Emperor present. Sadly, I don't think this has anything to do with love at all. This feels more like career, which makes sense considering this deck is a career deck for me. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, so as you've been wanting to move forward, to continue onward, you might have felt that there is certain limitations, certain circumstances that are in the way. And part of that is doubt. So wanting to move forward and create, to build, to improve, you might be under this limitation, this belief that you don't have control of the situation. You don't have control of the circumstances. There's nothing that you can do. That is a false narrative. So please be aware of that. That's one of the reasons why this Devil card is right here. And we have the Emperor in reverse, as well as this advice that comes afterwards, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Believe it or not, we have the ability to change our circumstances, but only if we take the opportunity to do so. So if we're doubting ourselves, that will stop us from moving forward, simply because we are putting pressure, we're putting doubts, and we're letting our ego self take over and prevent us from moving. We have the full ability to impact our physical world, the world around us, to improve our circumstances, to get the life or things that we dream, the things that we want. And it really doesn't have to be a struggle. It doesn't have to be such a pessimistic outlook. So be aware of that, because if we're negative Nelly all the time, if we're looking ahead and saying, oh, I can't ever do that, and thinking the worst of a situation before that situation has concluded, or limiting outcomes, or stopping ourselves, we shouldn't do that. Realize you have the ability to have an effect, an impact on results, on outcomes, on the things that you want or the things that you need. So don't grieve something as a bad situation when it hasn't actually resulted in a bad situation. So be aware of projecting. Instead, we want to create, we want to nurture positive energy. We want to get a more positive outlook, because when we do that, when we feed optimism instead of pessimism, and we put our energy in where it needs to go, to want to build, to improve, to get the things we want, we desire, things happen. Number one, light bulbs go off, where we start stepping into our truth, our power. And what's even great is we start getting rewarded for putting energy where it really needs to go. So So if we start moving in a way of optimism, we start being kinder to ourselves, we start putting energy into things, we start taking new action and not waiting and making changes for the better, no matter how big or how small, we start to see improvements. We start to see change. Because that's a wave that we can ride. That is a way of nurturing ourselves, for bettering ourselves. It's interesting. I'm getting more perspective than anything else out of this. You know what? Let me double check the astrology, because I have a feeling there's probably something there, because I'm not getting a lot of synchronicities today, really. So let me double check. So March 17th, Mercury in Pisces squares Mars in Gemini. Fights happen easily and quickly. Make sure to listen. Taking a defensive position won't help. Sun in Pisces conjuncts Mercury in Pisces. Strong, busy energy. Focusing on a variety of subjects, plans, and ideas. Things started months ago. So yes, if you get stuck in any way, double check where your perspective is. Venus in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces. Strive to be more committed to those you care about. You may also end up taking on responsibility of others. More committed to goals and plans. So yes, committed to moving forward and getting over the hump, getting over the obstacle, as well as showing more commitment to yourself and the things that you want. And yes, showing compassion to yourself at the same way. Moon enters Aquarius. Long-wanted changes are areas of focus, obviously. Work on plans and come up with ideas. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone. Yeah, that last part, the moon in Aquarius, is definitely what I'm picking up on right here. So yes, if you've been wanting to move forward and can't, you realize you're stuck, identify your limitations, your attachments, which part of that looks to be your outlook. If you say that you can't, well, you're right. If you say you can, you're right. So be aware of the little voice inside your head that's telling you you can't. That's probably your ego. And if you have others saying similar things to you, stealing your thunder, stealing your power, stealing your authority, and trying to stop you, ignore them. Please ignore them. Be kind, compassionate, and nurture yourself. Pay attention to the things that you need and want as well. All right. Excuse me while I do some quick math. 22. Okay, everything adds up to 59, which reduces to 14, which reduces to 5. Okay, 5 is the number of change. As I said, that moon in Aquarius is definitely the energy I'm picking up on. All those changes that you wanted to make or have needed to make, whether or not that's stepping outside a comfort zone or progression to make, progression forward, plans that you've been meaning to execute but have been putting off, or trapped yourself from actually putting into action. Now is the time to not wait on it and to get moving. All right, my lovelies, I hope some of this resonated for you. If it does, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.